Hello guys, and welcome to my third and final video, my video series about ranking smart anime characters, and this is the final category that we're gonna do, and it is strategic intelligence, or strategical intelligence, however you want to call it. And I've looked up a bit more on these characters, and I've included a few more I'm gonna include a few more in this this tier list. So yeah, let's get to it. Starting off with L, I never started with a big dog right here in strategical intelligence. If we look at L in Death Note, sorry, I just sound back there. But if we're looking at Death Note as a whole, when it comes to L, he does use a lot of strategy in his work. In solving the Kira case, one of the hardest cases in fiction. I mean, come on, literally involves gods of death and a deadly notebook that, if you write someone's name in it, they die. When it comes to strategy, L is a very high smart character. And Esther easily. Not much really is needed for L to know what to do and to use, everything like a chess piece, every bit of evidence, every, bit of salvation. Always uses it to his top notch. So yeah, high Esther. And then we have Moriarty. If I'm even saying it right, Moriarty. I mean, this character, don't know as much as I know about L, but I know he did, lead an army or lead a cult, if you like to call it that. Um, and ruled over like, you know, Egypt, but or what's it Egypt, but I guess you could call it Egypt in his own right. But yeah, I mean, the way he uses leadership, I guess that is strategy if you think about it. I would say he's like high A in strategy. Um, but yeah. Um, Now we have friend, friend from 20th Century Boys. Strategy. I mean, he literally has the whole world in his hand. I mean, come on, that's strategy right there. I mean, that is like easily S tier next to L. Not better than L. I mean, if we're just using his like just his mind for for strategic intelligence, yeah, no. But everything that is supernatural, we're not going to include. So, but yeah, that does still make him S tier, at least. Now we have Johann Liebert in strategy. Strategical intelligence for Johann Liebert, we will put him at high A, above Moriarty, because he does use everything like their tools, like their pieces, or like a chess piece, like or a chessboard even. And he does do a lot with just purely using things. But yeah. Now we have Baku Madarame. Baku Madarame will put strategical intelligence, the lie eater, the guy who literally eats people's eyes. I mean that is easily high, even low S, but not quite. Hotaru Oraki will put, I mean, the lazy genius, the high schooler who quote unquote just kind of just does nothing, basically like the embodiment of me, pretty much. um, but I would probably put strategically. This guy's a detective. Obviously, detectives are very smart. I feel like I'm giving these guys a lot of credit, but I would probably put him strategically. I put him above like Johan. I mean, hey, maybe lazy, but he is pretty damn smart here when it comes to strategy. Strategy is a very good thing. But yeah, now we have Yuichi Katagiri. Yuichi Katagiri will put honestly, a high B or no that. I would put him high B if not low A, but we can switch it around if we need. Now we have Beyond Birthday. I feel like I haven't talked about much about Yuichi, but he does deceive others and lie. That does take a lot of intelligence, I guess. Strategically, he does use situations very well. or use things to his, in situations very, very well to his advantage. And it does take a lot of strategy. I'll put him at low A. But there's these other characters, not as much as which category. They're not as good. Or he's not as good as compared to them. Now we have Beyond Birthday. Using Beyond Birthday, I will say I will put him at very high or mid A next to Johan Liebert. Or I'd probably say below Johan Liebert. Above Moriarty. Not above Moriarty. He does use people for his murders to confuse L. That takes a lot of skill, a lot of strategic skill. Obviously using everything like a jigsaw piece. Like that's very, very hard to do. But yeah, I'd say mid or low A. But yeah. Now we have Yokio Noriko. Strategically, very smart character. On par with like Friend, if not better. But I'd probably say I would say it's better. Friend does I'd say it's better. Friend does a lot of things at his disposal, but this guy went toe to toe with Akiyama Shinichi, and once I get to him, just you wait. But yeah, no. Now we have Tokuchi Tua. Strategically, he's not really that smart. Probably like B, high B, because he is just a sports player. He's not really like. I guess he does have brain and brawn, but strategically, I don't think he has much brain. Sadly, but yeah. Now we have Detective Conan. Strategically, very smart character, but honestly, I wouldn't put him up on S. I'd probably put him. Detectives are smart. I'll say that. So we'll put him. We'll put him next to BB. Probably like lower than BB though. Because BB does do very impressive things. Frontman, strategically, I mean he's evil, so already we're gonna put him quite low. At C, not much really to talk about the frontman. I mean, strategically, what's he good? What's he good? What strategy, bro? Nothing really. I'd probably even put him at D, honestly. I mean, I'd say Ryuin just as bad. Makima, honestly, just as bad. Like, I mean, these three don't even know what they're doing. They're really evil, and they all suck, in my opinion. But they really don't know what they're doing. Very, very harsh rankings, but very true rankings. I mean, they're all as bad as each other. Ryuin, brain over brawn. I mean, brawn over brain for him. And then Makima manipulates a lot and lies, deceives. Not really great with strategy, I guess. Takuya Yagami, strategically, I'd say he's lower than Tokichi. And he's a White Room superior. But yeah, not as much as you think. Zeno, I'd say he's very good strategy. Fairly good. I'd say he's like a mid B. He does use everything he can very, very well. Light Yagami in strategy. I put next to BB above Conan. Honestly, Light in strategy is very, very good. In hindsight, but I'd say it's better than BB. He does use everything like, very, very well. Honestly, I put Moriarty. Yeah, I mean that seems hard to do, but yeah, I mean Light is very good with strategy. Yumiko Jabami, I mean, I think she just gets more lucky than anything. But I guess she is more of a good character than a bad one. But Dexter, yeah, I mean, another bad character we don't really want. Blue Lock, in Blue Lock we have Yoji Itsuki. Strategically, very, very smart, very, very highly intelligent. Does use everything he can in a football game very, very well. Next to Zeno, honestly not as good as Zeno though, but a good character, Sungwoo, he may be a bad character, but he's not really good strategy either. I'd probably put him up frontman though, just because he's Sungwoo. But hey, whatever. Now we have Kanade Otanakoji. Strategically, very smart. Emotionally smart. individual, we will put above Zeno. Actually, no, above Zeno. Very, very smart, but I'll say that. But next we have Heinrich Lunge, the man who almost solved the monster case, but not quite. So just for that, I mean, hey, he is a detective, so we'll give him above or below Zeno. I don't know, below Zeno, I'd say, just because he couldn't really solve the case. But I mean, he couldn't really with Johann doing what he did. But yeah, he didn't even know Johann existed, bro. But yeah, no, now you have Schneisel El Britannia. Strategically, immensely smart. Would put him next to Hotaru Oraki, if not better, because he does use everything he can to his advantage. I mean, come on. Ayana Koji Kiyotaka in strategy, insta S tier, next to friend. But yeah, strategically very smart. At the age of 8, this young man, or young boy at the time, solved, pretty much knew exactly what the White Room was about, and basically solved the White Room and everything it had to offer, and became its #1 prodigy, top, in its facility at the age of 8, and knew exactly how to work it and manipulated it. So I mean, yeah, strategically, very smart character. I mean, that's just strategy. Like, come on, and he's already at S. But yeah, Lelouch v Britannia in strategy. Nobody can beat this. Well, maybe one guy. But yeah, no words are even needed. But obviously, we do need an explanation, because come on. Lelouch is just like a mastermind. Mastermind protagonist. Best anime protagonist. Even just strategy, he takes S. High S. If not the best. But there's only one character better. There's only one character better. And that's Akiyama Shinichi. The Liar King. The GOAT of strategy. The best strategist in anime. It's Akiyama Shinichi. Strategy himself is right here. Strategy itself is in Akiyama. The most strategically smart character in anime and manga and in fiction. Akiyama Shinichi at the very top. Dr. Stone, we have Senku. Ishigami, we have Senku Ishigami. We will put him strategically very smart, does use everything to its purpose. We'll put him on par with Zeno. And honestly better than Zeno, because he's a good character. Zeno may be evil, but he did turn good. Zeno did turn good. Did have bad intentions, but those intentions did turn good. He had good intentions, but bad portrays, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Atem, or Yugi even. But if we're going off of Atem, like, fused with Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh, just Atem, we would put him like high B, if not A. But Yugi and Atem, or Yugi infused with Atem, I'd probably put it like high B. So next to Takuya. But yeah, I mean, Atem is a very smart, character, and he takes risks in everything he does. I mean, risks in itself are good, but hey, high risk, high reward. Yeah. But yeah, pretty smart character in Yu-Gi-Oh. Dazai, don't know much about him. Do know he's, strategically smart. He's a cunning, funny character. And just because of that, honestly, I put him in strategy. I guess I wouldn't put him that high. I would put him below Otana Koji. But yeah, not too high though. Eren Yeager, strategy. not very, very strategically smart, but like high C. Armin, he's smart. I mean, strategically, yeah, he does use everything pretty damn well. I will put Yuji's keep it down a bit. Actually, no. I don't know. Dazai will put a bit lower. But yeah. The guy from Spike's family, forget his name. I don't even know. But yeah. The father of Anya. Crazy enough I'm saying that, but yeah. Order up the father. We'll probably we'll put him above Aaron. Crazy to say. Put him above Aaron. But yeah. That is my ranking. From what I can remember. And from what I've learned. And what I've studied about these characters. So yeah. I think that is my ranking. Overall, Akiyama solos everybody here on this list. Akiyama Shinichi solos everybody. And you gotta include Akiyama. You can't not include Akiyama on this list. Strategy itself in anime is there right at the very top of the list. Next to Lelouch, next to L, next to Yokiya. In strategy. Just amazing. Oh no, wait. We'll put Aina Koji above Yokiya. And I'll put friend above Yokiya. Sorry, Yokiya. But yeah, no, I mean, this is just strategy. But yeah, strategical intelligence does not complete. And that concludes my entire video series. And it's been fun ranking these characters. I think I'm happy with it. I think I'm just about happy with it, guys. I mean, honestly, like, look at this. Look at this list. It's a very, very, very good list. I don't think I would probably put Conan slightly below. Although he is a detective, I would put him slightly below, actually. Yeah, no, yeah. I think that is just about it. I mean, Moriarty. I think Moriarty is a bit more complex and a bit more freedom of speech, let's say. Say, like, he's not as controlling or manipulative as Light, and that makes him a bit more evil, even if Light was trying to do it for the greater good. So, yeah, strategically, Moriarty does use a lot more on himself, I'd say. But yeah, that would conclude it. That would conclude it. BB is better, no better than Light. Light is no better than BB, but we can't say that BB is better than Light because that's a prequel to Death Note. So come on. Yeah, that concludes it. Akiyama, Lelouch, L, Aina Koji, Friend, and Yokiya in top. Baku, Schneisel, Hotaru Oroki, Johan, Moriarty, Light, PP, Conan, Yuichi, and Tokuchi, Tokyo, Atem slash Yui, Ichigami Senku, Zeno, Heinrich Linge, Kanadeus Koji, Armin, Dazai, Yoshi Izuki, Lori, I remember his name now. If I remembered it correctly, but yeah, no. Aaron Yeager. Come on, everybody knows Aaron Yeager. Yumiko Jabami, Sangwoo frontman, Ryu and Dexter Makima. And that's how the list goes. But yeah, thank you very much for watching my video series. If you've been watching the whole video series, but thank you very much for watching this video at least. But yeah, that concludes it. Thank you very much, and I will see you in future videos, future projects that are yet to come. But yeah, this one has been a blast. Thank you.